Welcome to this relaxing sleep story. I'll be your guide to slowly, effortlessly drift into sleep. The day has already softened. You've arrived at the quiet part now, where time begins to loosen. Let the air around you feel gentle, not cold, not warm, just perfectly still. Your body knows how to rest. You don't have to ask it. It remembers. Notice the faint rhythm of breath, steady and kind. Each inhale, a small beginning. Each exhale, a letting go. You're in a space meant for comfort. Soft light, soft fabric, soft thoughts. Nothing to fix, nothing to finish, just this hush. You can drift here between waking and rest until the edges of the day fade into calm. Imagine a gentle breeze of comfort starting above you and flowing downward in a slow, pleasant wave. Brow smooth, jaw slack, throat spacious, shoulders sliding away from the ears, arms heavy and calm, hands warm, palms open. Notice the quiet rise and fall in your chest, like water ripples widening and fading. Belly soft and peaceful. Hips and legs sinking into the mattress, supported completely. Knees, shins, ankles, loose and cozy. Soles of the feet warm, as if near a small hearth. Let the breath lengthen on its own. You're safe to release the day. It can fade. You arrive quietly at the edge of a long evening, as though the night has been waiting for you to notice it. The room opens slowly around you, shaped by shadow and firelight, and the world beyond the walls seems to step back into silence. A wide hearth rests at the center of everything, built of old stone that holds warmth the way memory holds comfort. Logs settle and shift within the fire, releasing a low, steady sound that feels older than speech, steady and unhurried. The flames rise and fold into themselves, casting amber light that drifts across the room like something alive but gentle. Nearby, a deep chair waits without expectation, its fabric softened by time and long use, angled just enough towards the fire. A rug stretches beneath it, thick and warm, holding the quiet weight of the evening and the hush of the house. The air carries the faint scent of wood and ash, mingled with something softer, perhaps tea left to cool on a low table. Nothing asks for attention here, and nothing needs to be done as the night settles into its own rhythm. Beyond the windows, the world continues in a way that feels distant and unimportant, wrapped in darkness and rest. If there is wind, it moves carefully, brushing against the walls without urgency, as if aware of the hour. The glass reflects the firelight back into the room, doubling the warmth and blurring the boundary between inside and out. The fire breathes steadily, each flicker rising and falling in a pattern that never quite repeats, yet never surprises. Shadows stretch and soften along the walls, reaching the ceiling and dissolving there without formality. Time loosens its grip, becoming less a measure and more a feeling that drifts alongside the light and warmth. A book rests nearby, unopened, its presence calm rather than demanding, as though content simply to be there. The cup waits too, releasing a last trace of steam that fades into the room and disappears without ceremony. Everything feels arranged, not by intention, but by years of evenings, just like this one. Outside the room, perhaps elsewhere in the world, lights dim and footsteps slow. Doors close softly and voices fade. Here, the fire remains awake, keeping watch in a way that requires nothing from you. The night deepens, almost without being noticed, thickening gently around the edges of the room. You remain still within this quiet, accompanied only by warmth, low sound, and a sense that the world has paused for a while. The fire eases into a deeper rhythm now, its movements slower, its light softer, as though it too has settled into the hour. Embers glow beneath the logs, a quiet constellation of reds and golds that pulse gently without hurry. Each small sound from the hearth arrives rounded and calm, landing in the room and dissolving into the hush. The chair holds its place, unmoving, shaped by countless evenings of rest and quiet presence. The rug beneath seems warmer now, as if it has absorbed the firelight and decided to keep it for a while. The walls listen without echo, keeping the room enclosed and peaceful, holding the warmth close. Somewhere beyond this space, night continues its slow work, dimming streets, darkening fields, lowering voices. Here, the sense of outside time thins, becoming distant and indistinct, like a thought half remembered. The windows no longer reflect movement, only the steady glow of the fire and the calm within the glass. The cup nearby cools gradually, its surface dark and still, the comfort it offered lingering longer than heat. The book remains unopened, its pages quiet, content to wait without expectation or urgency. Nothing feels unfinished, and nothing waits to begin, as the evening stretches softly in all directions. The fire shifts again, a log settling lower, sending a brief shimmer of sparks upward before returning to calm. Light ripples across the ceiling, then smooths itself out, leaving behind a steady amber glow. Shadows gather closer to the corners now, deeper but gentle, like folded blankets of darkness. The air feels thicker with warmth, resting against the room in layers that do not move unless invited. Even the smallest sounds seem padded, arriving slowly, softened by the quiet that surrounds them. The world feels very far away, yet not absent, simply resting somewhere beyond the reach of thought. Minutes pass without being counted, slipping by like slow breaths that never need to be noticed. The fire continues its watch, untroubled and constant, a quiet companion through the deepening night. Everything remains just as it is, and that feels entirely enough. The night settles even further now, as though another gentle layer has been placed over the world without being seen. The fire no longer leaps as high, choosing instead to glow and breathe, its warmth steady and patient. Embers shift softly beneath the surface, releasing a muted red light that feels calm and enduring. The room seems smaller in a comforting way, drawn inward by shadow and warmth, holding everything close. The corners darken slightly, not with mystery, but with rest, like spaces that have closed their eyes. The ceiling holds a faint shimmer of light that drifts slowly and then pauses, lingering without intention. Outside the walls, the night has grown deeper still, the kind of darkness that belongs to sleeping towns and quiet fields. If there are sounds beyond the room, they arrive only as distant suggestions, softened until they barely exist. The windows have become dark mirrors now, reflecting only firelight and stillness back into the room. The cup rests untouched, its presence more symbolic than useful, a reminder of earlier warmth that still lingers. The book remains closed, its story content to stay inside its covers, unneeded in this moment. Nothing pulls attention forward or back, and the present feels wide and unbroken. The fire makes a small settling sound, then returns to its low, even rhythm without comment. Light drapes itself across the floor and rug, moving so slowly it feels almost still. Shadows shift by a fraction, then stop, as if deciding there is nowhere else they need to be. Time stretches thin here, losing its edges, becoming something soft that drifts rather than moves. Thoughts, if they appear at all, pass through quietly and leave without disturbance. The warmth of the hearth seems to reach not outward but inward, filling the space with an easy calm. Everything rests together now: fire, room, night, and quiet, all moving at the same unhurried pace. The world feels deeply asleep beyond this place, and here, wakefulness grows gentle and indistinct. The fire continues its steady glow, keeping the night company as it deepens further. The fire has eased into its quietest phase now, no longer reaching upward, simply glowing where it rests. Its light has softened into deeper tones, reds and ambers settling close to the hearth, content to remain low. Each ember holds its warmth carefully, offering it slowly, without any need to hurry. The room feels wrapped in stillness, as though the walls and floor have leaned inward just slightly. Shadows no longer move, choosing instead to stay where they are, folded gently into corners and along edges. The ceiling reflects only the faintest shimmer, a suggestion of light that barely shifts. Outside, the night has fully claimed the world, streets empty, Fields quiet, windows dark and resting. Whatever once stirred beyond these walls has softened into sleep, leaving behind a wide calm. The house holds its warmth like a secret, protecting it from the deep cold beyond. The chair remains where it has always been, steady and patient, shaped by many unremarkable evenings. The rug lies quiet beneath, holding the last traces of warmth and the memory of firelight. The cup and the book rest nearby, no longer part of any plan, simply belonging to the room. The fire releases a final gentle sound, a low settling that fades almost before it is noticed. Embers dim slightly, then hold, their glow slow and even, like a quiet heartbeat. The air feels thick with calm, unmoving, as though it has decided to stay exactly as it is. Time feels very distant now, no longer measured or followed, only present in the steady quiet. Nothing presses forward and nothing pulls away as the night stretches smoothly on. The warmth remains, the light remains, and the stillness deepens without needing to announce itself. Here, the world sleeps, and the fire keeps its gentle watch, glowing softly into the long, unbroken dark. The story has quieted now. Only the rhythm of breathing remains. Each exhale smooths the mind. Each inhale gathers calm. Imagine the night folding around you like a slow-moving tide, warm, even, endless. Thoughts drift like small boats away from shore. The water holds them, then carries them softly out of view. You don't need to follow. You don't need to guide. Just float. The current knows where to go. The body's weightless. The air's kind. Sleep is already here, waiting with open hands. Let it take you. Let it keep you. Let it rest you.